Right, we got pull cords on, we've got 2 bolts holding it on at the moment. We've took the spark plug out, check for a spark. Just make sure it's fully seated up into the housing up there, make sure it's up near some metal. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but it's definitely working, I can see it. So that's how you check, you just have it up near metal and you'll see it sparking. So now we know that everything's working, the magneto's working, the coil's working. We've cleaned the spark plug up, plenty of compression. Definitely got the spark. We can make an air filter. So technically all we need now is a petrol tank. Suppose we might have to mount it to something, but we can dress it back up for just now. So I'll just take that and shove it up. Oh, out the side one. It'll fit down over the top of everything. Oh, sorry. Make sure the cap has a good seal across this bit here because it's going to let water in. Be a nightmare. We've got a smaller screw. Goes in at the top here somewhere. Right, that's that back on. We could now use this, I suppose, now that that's lined back up. Get a cheeky second stud in there. All the rubbishy bit of plastic around it. Soon get rid of that. That's that in place. What else are we missing? Oh yeah, the cowling for the exhaust. Just clips in at the top. Fits around everything. There's a couple of bolt holes that hold the plastics on, but oh yeah, that's where that was meant to go. Whoopsie! So we just run that out. Put that back on. Line up our holes. Back together. Just like that. And of course these wires, they're useless really, but you could have it wired up, electric start magneto, and that you can fit on these engines. So we've got a new carb on it. Everything's new, the gearbox is new, everything's actually in good nick. I can't remember what was wrong with this engine. I'm sure it was one I got along with another two, and the guy said the gearbox or the clutch was out, but looks like somebody had messed about with the magneto and totally scored it up. Not surprised it wouldn't start. We might even end up having to bring the magneto coil closer to the magneto anyway, but for just now, see, it's solid. It's ready for rock and roll. I don't know if we should maybe mount this to something. From what I remember, yeah, these used to mount from here on their fitments on the side of this engine. Doesn't seem to be anywhere else to mount them. Well, we'll find something. Till then. Right, well, we have been hard at work. Everything's done, everything's sealed up, everything's the way it's supposed to be. All we're waiting on now is adding fuel and giving it a start. So we have no fuel and we have nothing to keep it standing. So we need to find somewhere making a stand, even as flimsy as that. Ooh, M10s. That's the size of the engine housing bolts, and I've got M10s. So we are in it to win it. Oh dear. Oh dear. Something had to go wrong, didn't it? They are possibly stripped out. Donuts. Don't know. Probably stripped out, but either way, we have at least one that's salvageable. We'll try and make a bracket to fit. Now, I know this is the housing, so there's not going to be much space back there for bolts. So let's see if we can find one more the right size. Right. We'll get you in here. This is the throttle cable. So I'll show you. It's just a tiny little bead tip like that, and sort of back to front. Bring this through here. Now this needs to go into this little screw hole here, but there's a bit of plastic blocking it, so you need to sit your wire in the hole like that, twist it off to the side. Now if you can't do that, you can pop a screwdriver down behind it, turn it, and then pull it from the back, and that'll get it in. Oh, there we go. That's that in. We just pull it tight from the other side. And voila. Now we need to get a throttle. Right, well, I have a dilemma. This toty little guy is a bit smaller than usual, and they don't fit the throttles that I have, or any brake levers, because once it's like in situ, there's only about an inch or so of cable that can extend back through here. So uno problemo. So I don't know what to do, but yeah, it's ready to be hooked up to the fuel, which would be good. It's under here, fuel line bits here. So I'm going to need tubing. I need some tubing. I'm going to need some form of throttle. Even if I have to make one, I'll make one. Just make one out of a couple of washers or something. I don't know what to put this onto. We've got a couple of things that we could use. We can either have a BMX scooter. We could maybe make a go-kart of some sort. I'm not too sure. Could make one out of wood. But then we need to find a way of making axles. We do have a couple of kids' go-karts going. They're really small though, and really thin metal, so maybe a mini moto engine, but not a midi moto engine. These are just a bit stronger than those little things. Probably tweak and kink the frame apart. But no suspension. As soon as you hit something, it would just bend and fold. I think we've got 2 gearboxes, and even if that doesn't work and I have to rip this off completely, then I could just find a way of shoving maybe like a stunt peg or something and welding it straight onto the engine bar, and if need be it'll be run as a friction drive instead of a chain drive. But it's a waste of two really good gearboxes. It's probably 4-to-1 or something, I don't know. But yeah, oh well, that'll be it for this video. We need to go and try and source other stuff to make it work, so I don't know how long it's going to be for the next video, but that's where we're at just now. But yeah, you can see for yourself, it is pristine. It's in good nick. So I don't know what would have went wrong with it to start with, because I know now that I did steal the bubble off it for another bike that I had that wasn't working, and this engine was still complete and looks amazing. This doesn't even look like it's been run in. So I don't know if maybe there was something wrong to start with and they've replaced a coil or something like that, I don't know. But we'll see. Any ideas, shove them into the comments. So I don't know. We don't know if it's going to be chain driven, if we're going to put a peg on it and have it friction drive. Don't know if it's going on a scooter or a go-kart. I don't know. We need to have something real funny. Something small and compact, something we could maybe fit into the car, something that can maybe come in 2 parts or fold down, or just something that we can pack into a car and go somewhere for a blast. I really want to stick it on the scooter because we're going to make a frame and turn the mountain bike over here. This mountain bike is going to get turned into a motorbike. We're going to weld the frame for the back, have it all rigged up. Possibly friction drive for this one, but we've only got the quick release bits for the wheel. Probably going to need a good 13mm spindle for the back, but yeah, that's a later project. Anyway, we'll go for just now, guys. That's where it's at just now. We just need to get this thing running.